Hello, mortals. I am the Booktube Goddess, the #1 drag queen booktuber on YouTube. And this is a get ready with me where I go put on drag makeup to film videos today. And Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, solstice, whatever you celebrate. And we have Cappuccino is having a holiday movie. Oh, I love that. I guess it's because of nostalgia, but I like watching holiday movies, which you should always see It's a Wonderful Life. And I always see one or two versions of Scrooge because why not? Lori won't be here either. Oh, Lori is having surgery next week. Ay, ay, ay. Well, I hope everything comes out. I hope you're able to join us at some point. Happy holidays. Yay, Lynette is here. And Sandra is here. Good evening, Sandra. It is afternoon for me. And Cool Gamer is here. Yay. And I always see Cool Gamer on those writing sprints with Lori, the best-selling author. Sorry, I have some coffee. So, what are we doing? How is everyone's reading today? Oh, I have this new outfit or this new makeup to get ready. Anyway, how's everyone's reading going? I've been getting into some middle grade books myself. I read Sal and Gabby Break the Universe, something like that, because I wanted to read sort of middle grade science fiction with alternate realities. And because I'm writing something like that right now, and my writing's not going so great, but I wanted to get some inspiration, and it wasn't quite what I was expecting. It's a good book, but then I decided I want to read a middle grade that's just fun. So I got the Amari and the Night Brother, which has gotten a lot of good reviews, and so far I'm enjoying it. Jackie is here. Yay, Jackie is my sister. Welcome, Jackie. Oh, goodness. And if I can click it, Wilma Fingerdew is here. Thank you for joining us, Wilma. And Wilma and I may be doing a collab video next week sometime where we try to follow Elena Glam's makeup, which I tried before and did not go well. And I actually ordered a new wig because it was Friston, who I get all my wigs from, was having a flash sale, and hopefully it'll come. But let's put on, I think today I just may do a blue, maybe mix it up with some other color, a blue, purple, maybe blue and orange. What goes good with blue? I love the Poppy Wars. Now, I know the Poppy Wars is not for anything. That's another book by R.F. Kuang, who did Babel this year. But it's kind of an anti-hero book. And you don't really get the turn to the anti-hero until maybe the halfway through the second book. And I know a lot of people do not like anti-hero books. So I've seen some mixed reviews on the Poppy War, but for the most part, people like the Poppy Wars. I love the Poppy Wars. Finished a genealogical mystery, Hiding the Past, with Nathan Dylan Godwin. Well, I don't want to get everyone's hopes up in case something happens and my face falls off or whatever, but we are doing a collab with me and Wilma. Okay, so blue. What goes good with blue? Maybe just blue and pink. Oh, I did pink last week. I would say blue and red, but I always think I look like 4th of July. Maybe I'll just do blue. I'll just do blue. We're just going to do blue. So I'm going to try to find my darkest blue. I think I'm going to have to go to Jeffree Star. And I feel guilty using these palettes, but I've got to use them up. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use this brush. Still listening to the book about AC/DC's Bon Scott. Okay, I'm not using, I was going to say I'm not going to use this palette. I was just going to use the mirror. But there is this dark blue here, but it has shimmer in it. I'm going to use this blue. So I'm going to try this method again of doing the V. And of course this blue isn't as dark as I thought. I have this other blue that's so dark it looks black. Maybe I'll come back to that later. Maybe I'll go back and forth between these two. So I did a video with Moon Books last week, and once again I screwed up the sound because I thought I was recording both of us on sort of a better sound system, and it turned out, oh, it looks so light on camera. But her voice is clear. My voice is a little off. Yay, Fit to Be Read is here. Okay, I'm going to go into this really dark blue. Just because it looks almost black in the pan. Go back and forth with the other blue. I mean, it looks better in person. It looks really patchy on camera. I don't know. Okay. Triffids! We're talking about Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham. I swear these look the same. I think it's my lighting. They're making the blues look different. Okay. How many pages is Triffids? I wanted to say that John Wyndham writes short books. Oh, I didn't know it's an audiobook. Speaker of the Dead reread. The one thing about Orson Scott Card, even though I don't like his politics at all, is that he really knows how to structure stories. He really knows how to pace them. Okay, let me go in with another blue. Use this brush. So I want a lighter blue. I'm gonna go in with Pinky Rose. I was hoping for a medium blue. Which I don't have, so I'm going to go in with Pinky Rose, this lighter blue. Okay, this mirror is not cutting it. And there is Mooney. Yay. Just to let you know, I have been editing our video, and it'll probably be a couple weeks before I put it up. What is the best Octavia Butler? For me, my favorite, what was the one that started with the, started like long ago in Africa, and there's certain people with these special abilities, and the main characters was, I think it's Wild Seed. I don't know if that's the first book though, but the main character is this woman who can change her shape or change her. She's like a shapeshifter that can change to different animals, and she's immortal because she can shape her body. She can continuously, make herself young. Um, so she goes through the trauma of watching all her offspring get old and die. But she meets this one other wild seed or whatever, who has the ability to jump from body to body, their soul. It's like a soul jumper, who's also immortal because, of course, he can just keep jumping to younger bodies. Um, but that's my favorite one, I think. I think it's Wild Seed. And I know her other big series is called The Patternist, but I can never tell which, I can never remember which is the first book of that series or not. But The Patternist has the most books, I believe. Okay, so this is the first two blues. And I'm going to get a fluffier brush for the last blue. Looking for books about immortality. Yeah, I believe it's Wild Seed, but I mean, you'll know by the description. If you look at the book's descriptions, if I'm wrong. Okay, I'm gonna get some white. Some white. Yeah, so speaking of Lori having to go to surgery, and I guess it's just a thing about getting old, but a lot of my friends are having health issues and needing surgery and some pretty serious issues, you know. And another friend of mine had died earlier this year. I mean, that's what really sucks about getting old. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the darker blue. Blend this more. Yep. Okay. Favorite? Well, maybe it was Kindred. Fit, tell me, is Kindred the one with the woman that can shapeshift and the guy that can jump souls? I mean, Parable of the Sower. Oh yeah, I bet she has a really interesting bio. Okay, now I'm going to go in. With tiny bit of black. And by tiny bit, I guess I mean a lot. Oops. Okay. Kindred is the woman who, okay, I remember that one. Yeah, yeah. The L'Oreal, I thank you for saying hi. I'm so sorry about the surgery thing. I was just reminiscing about other people I know that are going through some pretty hard times like that, health-wise. But my thoughts will be with you. Handful of Earth. Oh, huh. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave it like this. I know it kind of looks patchy on screen, but it actually looks pretty good in person. And I think I'll just cut the crease here. The Beatrix Potter bio. Did they make that into a movie with Renee Zellweger? I seem to recall she did. There was a movie about her bio. Oh, that was not fun. Now I'm going to go back and Lori says you might be interested in this book. What book is this? The Structures of Everyday Life by Fernand Braudel. I'm not that fond personally of books of everyday life. I mean, we're talking fiction, right? Although I did read Olive Kitteridge. Yeah. And that was kind of like a very quiet book about the I think it's like a couple of novellas of each stage of this woman's life who's who has a very simple life. So for color, for the crease, I'm thinking about trying to use these things again that have never worked for me. Maybe Well, wish me luck. This could go terribly wrong. Yeah, I got this glitter because I think it was recommended by Elena Glam too, that you don't have to use glue. You can just press it on, but I'm sure this is just user error. I'm not sure how to use it. And I pretty much got it because it was cheap. Maybe I should just use my fingers. Oh, I don't know if I like this, but we're going to go with it because it's on. History of jigsaw puzzles. Britta might have some good ideas. It is nonfiction. Interesting. Shirley Jackson, Catherine the Great. History of phone books. You know what's interesting? Hold on, let me just go through this. Yeah. Oh, Wilma, I'm using something called Profusion. There are these glitters already in some type of sticky base, and I used a sticky material on it. I think the trick is to actually press and drag a little bit. So they're on my lids, but I don't think they look all that pretty. I don't think anyone uses phone books anymore. There's also an interesting book, believe it or not, on the history. I should have brushed off this bag. About the history of the fortune cookie, which has become an American or associated with Chinese American restaurants. But the truth is, their origins are actually Japanese. Because there was a type of fortune cookie in the 1800s that had a fortune or a good luck piece of paper in it that was similar to modern day fortune cookies, but and the what probably happened, because sometimes it's hard to trace these origins back, but in Japanese immigrants opened up Japanese restaurants and used these fortune cookies as part of their recipes. But then a little thing happened called World War II, whereas you may know, Japanese Americans, including my relatives, were put in relocation camps, and a lot of their restaurants were taken over by Chinese Americans who kept the fortune cookies, but changed the restaurants pretty much to Chinese American food. And even after World War II, Japanese Americans that went back to the restaurant business uh, often became Chinese restaurants because Japanese, the Japanese culture wasn't very popular after World War II. So they kept it to Chinese restaurants. So the fortune cookie sort of migrated to the Chinese American association. It's just kind of interesting, the history of the fortune cookie. Okay, I don't know what to do about these eyes because I don't really like this glitter. I don't really want to take it off. Oh God, I'm making it worse. What I think I want to do is take some white glitter. This is going to get so gummy, I know. I'm going to have to use glitter glue. I mean, thank God I just go out and drag. I just use drag for videos because I don't think this is going to hold up. Yeah, but apparently there is this woman who really wanted to know the history of the fortune cookies. And researched it and wrote a book about it. And you can find articles online, but they pretty much all reference this woman's work. Okay. Okay, I don't know if I just made it worse or better. Find silicone brushes and pads helpful for glitters. Yeah, I have this. I was putting on the glue with this little silicone pad thing, but I haven't heard of silicone brushes. Yeah, the history of the fortune cookie, because it's just, it's just the history of something so innocuous. You don't really think about it. Okay, I'm going to go in. Okay, this isn't doing anything. It's trying to blend it a little bit into. I actually think this may look okay in filming. Because keep in mind, I have the cheap version of StreamYard. So what you're seeing on screen is looking a little worse than in real life. But let's see what happens when we put on a little eyeliner. Katie is here. Hey, Katie. Tell us what you've been reading. Okay, I'm going to have to get into this. Bend down a bit. Probably should have done this eyeliner first. makes it look like there's a big pan. I think that's the light. I think it's the light hitting it. Yeah. Um, okay, so we did something. Not sure what we did, but we did something. Oh boy. Oh, look, we have DK Moons here. Yay, with doing some housework. Years ago, bank robbers cut through the main phone cables here, and 30,000 were without phones for 4 days. People would riot now if they lost their phone for 4 days. Yay, Jackie loves Beatrix Potter. I do too. I remember having those little hardbound books. Early days of cell phones, people put up signs that they had cell phones. You're reading Dead by T. I did want to read Kingfisher because he's horror, right? Watching Wednesday for the third time. That was good. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a fun show. Jackie's currently listening to her nursing books read by Snoop. What? That has to be, oh, by Speechify. Okay, got it. Uh, like Snoop Dogg is doing textbooks. Okay, one man was having a heart attack, so his wife ran out, stopped a bus, and got the driver to radio. Wow. Nonfiction book about affairs. Katie Donaldson years ago was a novel, Animal Husbandry. I don't get that. Bulls always mate with the new cow. Yeah, a lot like humans. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Read a book about texting, written by either John McWhorter or David Crystal. Okay, I am going to blend out this black a little bit and set it a little bit because I didn't tell you I was using some chroma cake because who cares? Actually, this brush is too big. Yeah, as expected, this is really crusty. Where I put that whatever that glitter was. But I don't think you're going to be able to see it when I film a video. Okay, I think we're done with the eyes. I think I'm okay with it. But I don't like this stuff. Whatever this stuff is, I just don't know how to use it. Okay, let's put on highlighter that no one can see because that's what we do. And I think I want a stronger blush. I always go crazy on my contour. Maybe I should try to diffuse it a little bit. Or not. That's why I want to collab with Wilma Fingerdew so I can get some actual lessons. Okay, so I'm going to put on lips. What do I do with my, here it is, sharpener? Okay, we're just going to stop here. Should I do pink? Why don't I do pink? Yeah, I know I'm not talking. I'm just trying to struggle with my lips as per usual. I think I'm just going to leave them like that. Okay. I DNF'd one of the hit books of this year, Demon Copperhead. Don't even know it. Hit books in general. Oh, thank you, Jackie. It's very devious. I wasn't going for devious, but I'll take it. You DNF'd Babel, which was annoying since it was 30-pound hardback and everyone and their mother seems to like it. Katie, I love Babel. I absolutely loved Babel. I'm sorry it didn't work for you, but you know what? Not every book is for everyone. That's just how it is. Would end up in the same form. And the other thing is that when a book is really hyped and your expectations are up here, sometimes even if you, because it's happened to me, and I mentioned this to Mooney when I did her video or our video. When the expectations are really high, sometimes I'll read a book and am disappointed, even though if I would have read that book without any expectations, I would say, oh, that's an okay book. But when the expectations are so high that sometimes it detracts from the book. Book of Latin American sci-fi. Yeah, I absolutely love Babel. Absolutely loved Babel. It's not just you, it's just your taste is different. Nothing, no biggie. Looking for horror sci-fi from other countries. That's interesting. By the way, Katie, how was T Kingfisher? Because I'm really curious about that author. Thought the main character's brother was more interesting character than the main character. See, that wasn't the case for me, but includes stories from Latin America and Spain. No, I haven't, Katie. Dust has short sci-fi films with great concepts. I'll check it out. Check it out. Thank you, Lori. Back to house cleaning. Hey, Lex. I'm never ready, but thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm going to have a quiet Christmas too. Actually, it'll just be me and my husband. I think for New Year's, we may have some guests. Okay, let me pop on some eyelashes because I think we are done here. Are these lips okay? I keep saying little things I don't like about it. You know, I probably even saw that. Makes a difference to me. I think these lashes have about had it. Okay. So hopefully I'll get some tips from Wilma this week. And I'll post on whenever she releases a video, I'll post when or where you can watch it. Because it's going to be on her channel, not my channel. Because I'm not really a makeup channel. Okay. Okay, those are the lashes. And black and white necklace. Oh, you can't even see it. Try to get a little tighter. Oh, wait a sec. Be alone, other than a friend who will pop in. I like quiet Christmases. Roast lamb, fancy. Classic sci-fi from Sweden is called Aniara, One Long Poem. Next year, you and your wife are going to do some big changes. That sounds exciting, Lex. Okay, T. Kingfisher, I read was really good, but it was a retelling of House of the Usher, and I adore Poe. Okay. There's a series of books by T. Kingfisher that I've seen in Shelve It or Shove It that almost looks like taxidermy, and it's really this weird and stuffed rabbits. It looks really weird, and I'm really intrigued by it. You're working every Christmas. We have big Christmas parties at church. Oh, okay. With the oh, good for you, Sandra. Good for you. I'm very impressed. Moving from From Texas to where? Oh, thank you, Wilma. Wilma says she's available for tips, whether filming or not. The first line of the book is, the mushroom's gills were the deep color of severed muscle, an almost violet shade that contrasts so dreadfully with the pale pink viscera. Well, my favorite horror writer, which I've said before, is Clive Barker. And he has a very literary style to his writing. So maybe I'm going to have to check this guy out. T. Kingfisher. Thank you. Oh, you just finished a D&D session. Fantastic. And it was the first time I almost had a TPK. The group was overconfident when battling a Hydra and had to bravely run away. Hydras are so annoying because you have to, cut off one head and then burn the stump or something. Or you have to use fire. I mean, for all you D&D nerds out there. Okay, the wig I have is this one. I haven't worn it in a while because it's kind of a little ratty, but okay. I do like the color of it a lot. I'm not crazy about the bangs, but I do like it's a hard front. I prefer hard front wigs. Some earrings. Oh, what is that? Dallas to Seattle. That is a big move. I mean, culturally, Seattle's, much more progressive, but the weather is totally different because it's rainy and cold. I mean, the rain will be the big thing that you need to get used to weather-wise. I mean, the summers are fine. Of course, did you say where in Texas you're from? I mean, I guess if you're from Austin, it's not that much of a cultural jump. But if you're from like Dallas or the suburbs. Okay, anyway. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see the look more. Of course, you can see where I stopped the makeup because I didn't realize. Okay. Oh, Dallas. You said Dallas to Seattle, not Austin. Yeah, my day job, we have an office in Dallas. I work with a really nice woman there. Oh, I didn't grab a ring. I have this, hold on for a sec. I have this lanyard. I have this sparkly lanyard. I wonder if I could wear it as a necklace with this, if it would look better. I mean, it's not really a necklace, but too much without this. Okay, maybe not. Oh, I could put it in my hair. Oh well, I'll play around with that later. I need to do that now. Anyway, this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this train wreck of a process. But I think it will look pretty good on camera when we're done. Oh, I'm so jealous you guys are seeing Priscilla the musical. I would love to see Priscilla the musical. I think that's such a fantastic movie. Lynette has never lived anywhere but your current city. I've lived most of my life, I guess, in San Francisco, because I was born in San Diego, but we lived in Southern California till I was around 8. And then we moved to Hemet, California, which is near Palm Springs, for a couple years. Then we moved to the East Coast. So I lived in Maryland for a while. Oh, and there was like 6 months we lived in the Philippines. So I lived in Maryland, in a small western town in Maryland. That was not fun. And we stayed there until I went to college. Then I went to College Park, Maryland, which was near DC. Then I moved to San Francisco for like 30 years. So now I'm in Vegas. Thank you, M. Oh, Lex, you like the rain. Oh, you lived in New Orleans. Okay. But it's not going to be hot and humid like New Orleans. It's not going to be those like hot thunderstorms that you get in the South. But if you like the rain, you'll love Seattle. Keep forgetting how big other places are compared to Europe. Yeah. Yeah, Dallas to Seattle is a huge move. That's so funny because a lot of Europeans, would you say, oh, I live in a state like Texas or California or wherever, and those states are like as big as what, half of Europe or all of Europe. It's crazy. Of course, not like Australia. Okay, anyway, guys, I got to go. I got to film some videos. I want to try to do 3 videos today. I want to get Shelva to Shove It out of the way. I'm probably not, I'm not going to be here next week. I may be here on New Year's Eve day, not at night. Well, it could be night for you, but day for me. But I'm taking at least a week off from videos. So I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, solstice, whatever. Hope you have a great time next week. And as usual, I hope all the books you read may all the books you read be blessed. See ya.